I know thy works, and tribulation, and poverty, but thou art rich. Welcome to the Black Excellence and Abundance Channel.
The great continent of Africa have been known by many names. Names like Ortija, Corphide, Libya, Ethiopia, Akibalon, and currently Africa. One name that is usually not on that list is a section of Africa known as Negroland. What is Negroland? And where is Negroland? And who comes from Negrolands? Well, it would stand to reason that Negroland is the origin of the so-called Negro. The very large section of Africa known as Negroland would include countries like Senegal, Cape Verde, Gambia, Guinea, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Ghana, Togo, Benin, the Congo, Nigeria, Mali, and a few others. So you see, this was a very huge section of Africa, which included several countries where the Negroes were actually scattered throughout the world from this region, also known as the Slave Coast, or the Gold Coast, or the Ivory Coast.
And in that place called Negroland was a region called the Kingdom of Judah, also referred to as the Kingdom of Wahuda, and lived there were Jews.
On this map, you can see a map of the Slave Coast, which is current day Ghana. This is where many of the slaves were shipped from, and the last place that they seen was a door known as the Door of No Return. That door still stands to this day. Please notice on this slide, at the very top, you'll see K of Judah or Wahuda, Slave Coast, same exact place. So the kingdom of Judah, the kingdom of Wahuda, was the exact same place as the Slave Coast. So who was shipped from the Slave Coast? Judah, the Negroes. When we look at the migration patterns of the Hebrew Israelites of the Bible, we see that they left from Jerusalem and traveled through Africa, eventually settling in West Africa, where there was no place else to go. Another very important point that we would like to make, biblically speaking, in the Bible, in St. Luke, chapter 21, verses 20 and 21. And it reads, "And when you shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let not them that are in the countries enter thereinto." So Jesus was telling them, when you see the armies of the Romans, flee into the mountains, because desolation is coming. And the mountains that he was speaking of were the mountains of Africa. And that's exactly where the Hebrew Israelites fled to.
Now, With foreknowledge and deductive reasoning, we can conclude safely that the Israelites fled into Africa based on the fact that if they fled in any other direction, they'd be fleeing into enemy territory. The significance of this shows the migration pattern of the Israelites led into Africa.
Dr. Ben Ephraim has did some outstanding work on the difference between the Africans and the Hebrews. Although we were both in Africa, we were not the same people. It was a difference between Shem and Ham. In his studies, he proved that the DNA for Shem is E1B1A and for Ham is E1B1B. Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites.
Now, it's important to remember that the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary states that Negroes do not descend from Ham. If Negroes don't descend from Ham, and we know they don't descend from Japheth, that only leaves one descendant of Noah, and that's Shem. Negroes descend from the line of Shem. Thus, Negroland is the land of Shem.
Although we look very similar, it is easy to see how Shem and Ham could be mistaken for one another. Moses was mistaken for an Egyptian, Joseph was mistaken for an Egyptian, and Jesus, Yeshua, was hidden in Egypt because he looked like the Egyptians, although they all were Hebrews. Jeremiah 9:16 says, I will scatter them among the heathens, whom neither they nor their fathers have known, and I will send a sword after them till I have consumed them. The Most High clearly states that he will scatter Judah.
Now we know that the Bible says that Judah will be scattered to the four corners of the earth. And we also know that the kingdom of Judah is the same place where the transatlantic slave trade started. So either the Bible is telling the truth, or this is simply the greatest coincidence of all time. We'll let you be the judge.
And just think, all my life I thought the term Negro was a derogatory term, only to find out that there was indeed a place known as Negro Land, where the Hebrews of the Bible actually migrated to and were shipped from. Amazing. The Black Excellence and Abundance Channel, where Black history is every day.
Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And remember, thou art rich.